Alright, so this video is going to focus on unit vector, and this unit is really very easy. Most of you did really well on the test, so I think it shouldn't be a big problem. So anyway, we're going to move on and do a few practice problems on the concepts that you might see on the test. So we're going to start with all the way the basics, okay? We're going to find the component form of the vector with the initial point and the terminal point. So I'm going to rewrite these points. We have 6, -2, and 4, 1. If you remember, the component form is, the formula for component form is going to be Q1 minus P1, comma, Q2 minus P2. And I'm going to label my points. So this is P1, this is P2, Q1, Q2. So now all that I have to do is to plug and chug. Q1 is 4, P1 is 6, so I subtract 6, Q2 is 1, and P2 is -2. So negative becomes positive. So I get 4 minus 6, which is -2, and 1 minus -2 gives me 3. So this is going to be my component form. Alright, moving on. So now we have to find the magnitude and direction of the angle of the point 5, -6. Now this is component form. This is component form. And remember that component form is it is noticeable because you have these brackets. Okay, you have greater than and less than brackets around the point. That's how you know that it's in component form. So to find the magnitude, which is basically the distance, all that you have to do is to take the square root of 5 and add it to the square root of 6. So you get square root of 25 plus 36, which is going to be 25. It's 36, which is root 61. And boom, this is going to be your magnitude. Now to find the angle, direction angle, all that you're going to do is you're going to take the inverse tan of -6 over 5. The inverse tan of -6 over 5 is -0.876. Now keep in mind that your calculator is in radians or it's in degrees. Okay, so if you have your calculator in radians, then you'll get it wrong. So make sure that you have it in degrees. So tan inverse of -6 over 5 is equal to -50.19. -50.19. Now remember that -6.5 will be in quadrant 2. And since it's in quadrant 2, we will need to add 180 to this angle that we just found. So -50.19, and I'm going to add 180, and you get 129.81 degrees. This, my friends, is your answer. Alright, moving on. So you have to perform operations on vectors, and here's the first one. You have 1/2 v plus w. So all that it's saying is you divide -4, 2 by 1/2, and you add it to w, which is 3, 5. So this gives us -2, 1. You add it to 3, 5. So -2 plus 3 is going to be 1, and 1 plus 5 is going to be 6. So 1, 6 is going to be your answer. Number 2 is w minus v, so we're going to have 3, 5 minus v, which is -4, 2. So 3, minus 4 gives you 7, and 5 minus 2 gives you 3. So 7 and 3 is your answer. Moving on. So this is a word problem you should be pretty familiar with. So we have two forces act on an object with force 23 lbs and 27 lbs. If the angle between the forces is 33 degrees, find the resultant force acting on the object. So to do this, you will have to use the law of cosines. And you should know how to do law of cosine problems, right? Because you did them in semester 1. So the law of cosine that we're going to use is just going to be x squared, which equals 23 squared plus 27 squared minus 2 times 23 times 27 times cosine of 180 minus 33, which is cosine of 147. Cosine of 147. So x is going to be equal to 47.95 lbs. And remember your units, because I will take off points if you don't write the units. Alright, one more. So V equals 32 with an angle of 128, M equals 12 with an angle of 330. Find the sum of V and M. So this is pretty easy. All that you're doing is you are going to have 32 cosine of 128, comma 32 sine of 128, and you're adding it to 12 cosine of 330, comma 12 sine 330. So get out your calculator and you'll get 32 cosine of 128 is equal to negative 19.70. So I'm just going to put that 7, and 32 sine of 128 is 25.2, and you're adding it to 12 cosine of 330, which is 10.4, and 12 sine of 330 is straight up negative 6. So negative 19.7 plus 10.4 gives you negative 9.3, and 25.2 minus 6 gives you 19.2. This, my friends, is going to be your answer. I hope that you enjoyed watching, and I wish you happy studying.